These videos are made for the purpose of entertainment. These are not made to give you an excuse to harass the original creator. I do not condone the harassment or bullying of the creators featured in these videos.
Hello everybody, my name is Axel the Baxalotl and welcome back to another video! It's been a while since I've done a redesign video, but I've been busy. I've only got one character for today's video because I will also be doing a light rewrite of the character and throwing out story ideas, not just redesigning her. Now this character is old. I'm talking like 10 years or older. The only place I could still find this character in her bio is on an old quotive book, Mary Sue/OC Reviews from 2015. I have found no other traces of this character anywhere else. They've all been deleted. I'm redesigning and rewriting this character not because she's a bad character. I used to think she was, admittedly, but looking back on her now, she's not half bad. There's only like one or two things in the bio that make me raise an eyebrow, but I'm redesigning her because she's old and deserves a second chance at life, even if it's just through this video and the creator of her never revives her. Hey, if you see this and you don't want the OC anymore, may I adopt her? Please? I shall take good care of her. And if you do draw her again, give me your account so I can draw her for you. Before we go into the redesign, let's look at the original design of the character. I could see why at first glance people were immediately put off by the design of this OC. When people look at fan characters, their minds tend to try and imagine the character next to the canon ones. And when you try to imagine this rainbow-haired anime girl next to other characters like Harry, Hermione, Ron, Malfoy, she sticks out like a sore thumb. She doesn't feel like she belongs there. But overall, it's not a bad design. But when you stick her next to the other characters, she does feel very out of place. Now let's read her bio. Name Auralie Starworth. I saw in the two OC review books I found this character in. I've managed to find another one while I was looking around. I see the surname Starworth being complained about for not having meaning and not being a wizarding surname, which a lot of surnames don't have meaning. Do you want to know what some of my family's surnames are? Bad Bear, Pretty Weasel, Smokes a Pipe, Little Owl. Names are just names, and it's not even that out of place for the series itself. There's a character named Shacklebolt, for Christ's sake. Shacklebolt! Species, pureblood human. I think a lot of the complaining about not being a wizarding name has to do with her blood status, which should be in its own section, by the way. And yes, Starworth is not one of the canon pureblood families in the story, but an easy solution to this is to just make some lore for your own pureblood family line. But you do have to keep in mind, the way purebloods keep their pureblood status is through incest. So unless you want to make an incest baby, you'd probably be better off making her a half-blood. Or rewriting Harry Potter lore to make pureblood families not freaky. Powers, Witch and Metamorphagus, Gender Girl, House Ravenclaw, Appearance, Auralie can look however she wants to because she's a Metamorphagus. So she always makes her hair loads of pretty colors like a rainbow. She tends to be slim and pretty. The one thing she can't change about her appearance are her eyes, which are always red no matter what she does. She's really self-conscious about this. This could have been used for some really interesting character development. She's insecure about her looks, so she uses her Metamorphagus powers to change her appearance constantly, so she fits what she believes to be the beauty standard. And as her story goes on, she learns to love herself the way she is, still changes her hair color and stuff, but not for the reason she used to. Now she's just doing it because she likes it. Oh, that would have been so good. The only thing about this part that I don't like is the can't change her eyes bit, because that's just not how Metamorphagus powers work. Maybe instead of she can't do it at all, this could be changed to she has a hard time maintaining an eye color change along with all the other changes to her body she makes. I think changing everything about her body would take a lot of concentration and energy to keep up with, so she stopped changing her eye color to lessen the amount of energy she uses, but I don't know. Personality, Auralie is super smart, like really, really smart. She's also really helpful. She's always helping the trio out with their homework. Auralie can get a bit self-conscious sometimes, and so she always makes herself look really beautiful. She also She's also really adventurous and brave, and the Sorting Hat almost put her in Gryffindor for it. Auralie could get into loads of trouble, especially as she can make herself look like anything, lol. Year, same year as Harry and friends. Wand, 11.5-inch dragon heartstring core, Oakwood. Favorite class, Defense Against the Dark Arts. And Quidditch, she's the Ravenclaw Seeker. And her least favorite class is Potions. Affiliation, Dumbledore's army. Relationship, she has a big crush on Harry. Shh. And she's also really close to Luna and Hermione. She's also like a big sister to Neville. Patronus is an owl, and she's also trying to become an animagus. She's trying to become a lioness, but unfortunately she hasn't quite got it yet. Another thing is you can't choose the type of animal you become when learning animagus magic. It's the same as your Patronus animal. Overall though, this is a pretty solid base for a character. She just needs some more fine-tuning and editing, and that's really it. Now to redesign the character. So I drew two versions of her. The version of her she presents at school and her without all the changes. The version of her she presents at school is slimmer than her real self. She has shoulder-length curly hair that she changes to have bright rainbow colors in her eyes. She changes to a dark raspberry color. Her skin is pale and she looks like a porcelain doll. No flaws or marks on her skin anywhere. She changed herself to fit a certain beauty standard, one she believes she doesn't fit as she is normally. I also put her in the Ravenclaw uniform. The original picture is more of the vague suggestion of the school uniform instead of being in the uniform, so I just quickly changed that. Her real self I put in a more casual outfit just to show off what I imagined she would normally wear. Her real self's skin is still pretty pale, but not as pale as the other her, and she's got plenty of blemishes, moles, and beauty marks. Things that are pretty normal for human skin. Her hair is still medium length, but not very curly and is a medium brown tone, and her eyes are a gray color. She's also a bit more chubby as her real self, something she despises greatly. Something that would be super fun is if she's actually a transfer student to Hogwarts and she was originally attending Ilvermorny, the American magic school. While she was attending, she was bullied and put down for the way she looks, and eventually her parents pulled her out of school and had her transferred in her 3rd year of school. And before she starts attending Hogwarts, she decides she's going to use her Metamorphagus powers to change her appearance so she's beautiful and doesn't get bullied like she used to at Ilvermorny. Her story could be one about self-acceptance and learning to love yourself. Super ironic with the release of K-pop Demon Hunters and Date Everything, considering both of those have characters that go through the same development. Rumi and Hector, my love. But it's okay, because honestly it's a good plot. We love characters who learn to love themselves. I imagine that focusing on keeping her appearance a certain way takes a lot of focus. So during classes, she can actually come off as a bit ditzy. It looks like she's spacing out all the time and just not paying attention, but she always gets her homework done on time, and it's always damn near perfect. That's because once classes are over and everyone's asleep, she studies and does her homework without maintaining the fake appearance. She's slowly getting better at maintaining the look while focusing on other things, but it is still a struggle for her. She's actually really smart. She was in Horned Serpent before going to Hogwarts and getting sorted into Ravenclaw. And she's one of the top students alongside Hermione. I think her worst classes would be Potions and Transfiguration because they require you to focus and actively participate, which is hard for her at first because, again, she's trying to maintain her appearance and not change in the middle of class. Potions definitely being her worst class. We all know how Snape is. He would see her spacing out and not really paying attention and would not only fail her constantly, but also takes points from the house. And it frustrates her a lot. Oh, which could also be why her least favorite class is Potions! That was an accident. I did not mean for that to work so well. I was scripting this and trying to think of ideas, and I scrolled back up to look at the bio and saw least favorite class, Potions. Oh my god, I love it when I do shit like this. That's so funny. I don't think for this rewrite of her she could participate in Quidditch. It's a sport and you have to pay attention, especially as Seeker. You have to constantly scan the field to look for that damn golden ball floating around. What she could do is help the Quidditch captain with game plans and defenses. I don't know, I don't do sports. I played hockey over 15 years ago, and figure skating is not the same as, like, football or soccer. I like to think Auralie would become friends with Hermione first. Hermione caught Auralie in the library after hours while she was out of her changed appearance. She panics and tries to change back, but just ends up changing things randomly and dropping it all together. She eventually explains to Hermione why she changes her appearance so drastically, and Hermione agrees to keep her secret, and they become midnight study buddies together. From there, she could get integrated into the trios group and then make friends with all the others. That's all I've got for now. I don't want to go overboard. If I keep writing for this, I'm gonna end up with several pages of lore for her, so I just need to stop now before I start planning fanfics. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you like the content on this channel and want to support me, check out the Patreon, Ko-fi, and Threadless where I sell shit. Also, check out all the other socials, DeviantArt, Instagram, Blue Sky, Wattpad, Unveil, and Artfight. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you are new, because if you don't, I'm gonna steal your toes. Goodbye.